Here's meteorologist Stephen Jones.
Well, starting off with our time lapse, you can see a pretty cloudy day across San Angelo and a pretty humid one at that, with dew points in the 70s today. Awfully, the storms were off towards Erie County and up into Runnels County. That's where we saw all the severe thunderstorms, at least Runnels and Coke counties, and getting that great sunset thanks to some of the agricultural smoke from Mexico, as well as some of the cloud cover from the weather we were seeing earlier. And of course, through the overnight hours, with all the humidity still around, cooling off a little bit slower than last night, only down to 86 so far here in town. 82 for Robert Lee. Off towards the north, going to be that cool spot, and then the I-10 corridor going to come in pretty similar, 86 degrees from Ozona over to Junction as well, so only about 4 degrees of spread across the entire Concho Valley right now. And when we're looking at those dew points, like I said, still have quite a bit of humidity in the atmosphere right now, from that 67 degree dew point in Brady, 57 over in Sterling City, but you can see just west over in Midland, likely down in the 20s. That's still where we're seeing that dry line in action. That was the triggering mechanism for a lot of those storms that were taking place today, in the relative humidity indices anywhere in the 50s and 40s right now across our entire viewing area. Over the next 72 hours, I do have good news in terms of that humidity. Going into tomorrow, we'll finally see that dry line slide off towards the east, especially by tomorrow afternoon. Much drier air going to start filtering in behind it, and then we're going to have a good day Monday into Tuesday, but by the time we're heading into Wednesday, that's where we start to see a lot of this resurgence of the moisture. Those southerly winds bring back in some moisture, and that could lead to a slight rain chance as we're going into Wednesday night and into Thursday especially. Nothing huge on there, but about a 20% chance on the board. For right now, severe weather outlook for today, really targeting areas around the Red River, coming down into the Concho Valley. Most of us with that level 2 out of 5 risk today with some of those storms that worked through. Hail, high winds, the main threats with it. Even saw tornadoes off towards the Abilene area. Going into tomorrow, that's where we start to see the severe weather slide off towards the east, like I said, with that dry line as well, that triggering mechanism. Still going to have Brady in that level 1 out of 5 risk. A lot of our eastern and southeastern counties in that general thunderstorm risk as this low pressure system starts to move off towards the east, really targeting areas up towards Oklahoma. For right now, the satellite showing you still have a tornado warning just towards the north of Dallas. Around our area, still dealing with a severe thunderstorm warning over in Coleman County, and you can see really most of the weather been dealing with it across the central United States today, into Tornado Alley especially. Getting close into the San Angelo radar here, you can see still have this storm off towards the North Coleman. That severe thunderstorm warning going to be through about 10:30 p.m., so pushing out some quarter-sized hail with that one. Still 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Getting a little bit of a closer look at it as well. You can see mainly into northern Coleman County. It looks like Coleman going to be avoiding most of it into the city itself, but as we go into that futurecast, we still have a little bit of a chance going into the overnight hours. Looking about 1 to 2 a.m. in our southern counties, some of those thunderstorms trying to take off. I don't think these ones are going to be as strong as we saw earlier today, but still a good rain chance for some of us that didn't see it throughout today. San Angelo could still definitely see that bubble in place for tonight, but as we go through the overnight hours and then waking up for our Monday, that's where things really start to clear out going into tomorrow afternoon, and even especially into Tuesday as well. We're going to see a pretty nice day into Tuesday where a nice cool down comes into place. A little bit of a cold front pushing off towards the south before you see it try to start resurging already going into Tuesday night. So for tonight, with a little bit of cloud cover starting us off, going to be cooling off pretty slowly into those lower 70s. Got that 30% chance of some showers working into the area. Also a little breezy out of the south, 15 to 20 miles an hour. That holds true into tomorrow as well. Still going to be a warm one, pushing 96 degrees with plenty of sunny skies. Breezy out of the west-southwest, 10 to 20 miles an hour. And of course, working into that 7-day forecast, going to start to clear up as we go through these next few days. Have that little bit of a rain chance going into Thursday there. Of course, first we have this nice cool down to look forward to there on Tuesday into the upper 80s, but then we have a couple of rain chances sprinkled in here and there. But as we head into Memorial Day, looks like we could see more rain on the way with those warm temperatures in the 90s staying with us. That's going to be all for your 7-day forecast, but stick around for more KSAN news right after this break.